Welcome back, you guys. Today, I want to talk about something that's not really the greatest, most exciting thing to talk about, and that is anxiety. I know. I'm anxious to even do this episode a little bit. Not really. It's fine. I was just trying to rhyme. I don't even know. Anyway, so anxiety is something that I think everyone struggles with. Everyone struggles with it in some way or another, whether it's social anxiety, whether it's depression anxiety. There's so many different strains of anxiety, and I've probably experienced all of them, to be honest. I would say most likely all of them at one point or another. And I know that what I'm currently battling the most is anxiety of not doing everything. I want to do everything so bad, and I have this just fear brain, I guess you could say, anxiety, that my life is just not going to be long enough to do everything that I want to do. And I know people say, like, well, when you die, it's not even going to matter because you'll be dead. And I'm like, but it matters to me now, the fact that I don't believe my life is going to be long enough, and that it's literally up to me now to do all of the things that I want to do. And the problem is that even if I do all of the things that I want to do, like everything on my current bucket list, if I got it all done this year, I know next year there's going to be 1,000 more things that I want to do before I die, and it'll never end, which is a good thing that I have this many things that I want to do. Honestly, that's not a bad thing. I'd rather die doing or having done 1,000,000 things that I wanted to do and have 1,000,000 more things that I wanted to do. Why does this make me sad? It makes me feel a lot better knowing that I could die and people could look at my bucket list or whatever and be like, these were all things that she wanted to do and she never had the chance, and I want to do it in memory of her. Why does this make me so sad? Rather than she did like XYZ. She was such a great person. And just be glad that I don't, you know what I mean? I want to be like on fire and die being on fire, basically. Anyway, moral of where I'm trying to go with this is not to lead you into depression anxiety, but to just say, like, this is where I'm at. And it's something that I really honestly struggle with. And I think this is also why I got into coaching, is because I am so passionate about knocking off dreams and goals. And this is so what I just am so passionate about. And I want other people to be this passionate and to knock these things off, because it truly creates a snowball effect. If you give a mouse a cookie, you're going to want 10 more. You follow one dream, you fill that one void in your life, and you're going to want to fill the rest. Because that sweet tooth just keeps coming back. It does. Which is what sucks. But it does. It just keeps coming back. But I think it's a good thing. It's not like, it's a good craving. It's not toxic. You're craving cookies and not cocaine. How about that? I think I've mentioned before that this has affected me to the point that I literally will go to events and just not even remember what happened, because I just am so focused on the fact that I am doing the thing and I am doing this and I'm doing that I'm more worried about checking it off my list than I am about actually enjoying the experience as to why I wanted to do it in the first place. That's a little humbling. But it's true, and I feel like on some level, especially in this day and age, we all get so wrapped up into that idea. Like, doing it for the this or the that other than the actual experience. Which is, I guess I could just say I'm a product of this generation. But, on some level, I feel like that's not even the worst thing ever. I mean, if you're at least doing the thing, you're keeping yourself out of trouble, you're having fun, you're at least doing it for a goal, and you're marking off that goal, so I don't see anything wrong with that. But there's something wrong with it when it gets to the point that you literally don't even remember you're doing it. And then you mark it off your list and then forget you even did it in the first place because you did it just to knock it off the list. Do you know what I mean? And then it's out of sight, out of mind. Couldn't tell you what happened, but yeah, that's where I'm at. This is how my last several years of my life have been, to be honest, is just on an absolute back to back to back to back to back to back. I can't even, it's all run together. I couldn't tell you what happened when, like, it's bad. Anyway, so what I'm trying to I guess, have been trying to break down is how to stop this. What can I get out of this? How can I change this and help other people who also struggle with this? And what I'm realizing little by little by little is anxiety of any sort, honestly, is super selfish, which is kind of icky. And on some level, it makes me want to just cringe myself out of that because I'm like, I don't like being associated. Well, I mean, on some level, there's two sides to everything, right? And I always take both sides. I can't just take one or the other. I'm in the middle of everything. One side is I think that we should put ourselves before literally anything and everything, because the only thing in our life that we belong to truly is ourselves. You can live and die belonging to a significant other, to your parents, to a religion, to a fan base, to this or that or this and identities. But at the end of the day, the only thing that has ever been there for you your entire life is yourself. You have and you always will belong to you. So I kind of hate this idea of selfishness because, I mean, heck yeah, I'm selfish. I belong to me. Why on earth should I put you in front of me? Why? Because it's generous? Yeah, it's generous to help. That it is generous. That doesn't mean that it's right. It doesn't mean that it's right to put you in front of me and your needs in front of mine. And if you're mad that I'm not putting you in front of me, it's because you are selfish enough to think that you deserve all the attention that actually belongs to me before giving it to myself. So the selfishness that you're accusing me of is actually stronger on your end than on my end, because it's not selfish, in my opinion, to put my own personal needs first. It's actually more selfish for someone else to think that they deserve the needs that I need to give myself to them. So as much as I want to say let's just disregard selfishness, it also is selfish though, because we are burdening ourselves on everyone else if that is how we live. I'm sorry, it's true. We are making our own responsibility everyone else's responsibility. And this is I think the line that gets drawn between the selfishness, because putting other people before us is a choice. That is our decision that we make. I think we are entitled to put ourselves first, and if we choose to do put someone else first, that's fine. But that is our decision. Where if we are struggling with our own internal feelings and emotions and anxiety and yada yada, depression, whatever, that is also ours to deal with and to put ourselves first in that category and to take care of it, whatever that might look like. And if we are burdening that on someone else in the same way that they might be burdening them, expecting us to take care of their needs and put them before ourselves, that is literally what we are doing back to them. Is it not? Is it not the exact same concept in reverse? And truly, as much as it might seem so overwhelming in the moment, because it is so overwhelming. It feels like there's no escaping. There is no light at the end of the tunnel. And it just feels so heavy and so dark, and it's so hard to just get out of that mindset, that feeling, that just icky feeling. Have you guys ever wondered if other people feel the same way internally that you feel, or if it's just like a common feeling that we all experience? You know, because diagnoses all kind of feel the same. But I feel like the way that I live in my life, my own brain, this is something I was realizing the other day, is the exact same that I've felt ever since I was young. It's the exact same feeling that I have, and I always thought it would change no matter where I go. Or like, wherever I go, I thought it would change, you know, that the environment would change that feeling and such. And on some levels, yes, but at the end of the day, no. I still feel the exact same that I felt, and it's super weird, and I'm like, I hate that I feel like I can't get out of that. And I also hate that I don't know if other people feel the exact same way. Or, like, do they feel worse? Is theirs better? Like, is it different? I don't know. It makes me insane. I kind of want to look into this. But one thing that I have noticed that changes this just internal, just icky feeling that like you're living in, it's changing your perspective and your mindset. I wish there was an easier way. I wish that we could all have a friend that could just say the right thing that would change it, or just, I wish that there was some easier way to get out of this, but there's not. That I have come to, there is not. I don't think medication tends to help. Maybe a little bit, but not very much. Nothing works as well as changing your mindset. Nothing works as well as changing your mindset and your perspective, your outlook, all of that. And I know that is not what you want to hear, but that is the truth. And it's really, really hard to stay consistent with it, is why I personally prefer a life coach over a therapist. I have a therapist and a life coach, but I prefer to work with the life coach, because therapy dives into the past and the traumas, and it just resurfaces and brings it up, and you kind of just feel this like ickiness after an appointment. Where a life coach, I have never felt, I don't think, worse after an appointment. I always feel better, or session, excuse me. But I always feel better because they're encouraging, they believe in you, they're supportive. They genuinely want the best for you. They do. And I think that what's really cool about life coaches is that it's a lot more intimate than like a therapist, because they're, as much as they might care about you, they're literally just there to get paid. Where life coaches genuinely want you to have good results. I think I'm going to dive a little bit more into this topic in a few more episodes. Go ahead and book a free discovery call, though, in the meantime, if you are interested in checking into my coaching, finding out what it's all about, seeing if we vibe, seeing if we are a good match, and if I could be of support to you. You can book a free discovery call in the description below. There will be a link for a free discovery call. You can also find me on almost any social media platform at Make Waves Coach, and also at Mermaid Kassandra. And also check out my podcast, Make Waves Mermaid Kassandra, available every place podcasts are found. I will talk to all of y'all soon. Go out there and make waves.